Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Research Express. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the IT project lifecycle. So if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of my upcoming videos. So let's start. What is an IT project lifecycle? So the project lifecycle describes the phases that a project goes through from its completion to its fulfillment. We know for a fact that a project has a beginning and end. So the distance from beginning to the end of the project is what we call its life cycle. Now in this figure, you will see here the 6 phases of an IT project life cycle. So it starts with the problem definition, planning and design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. So let's have them one by one. So phase 1 of a project life cycle is what we call the problem definition. These are the initial activities needed for the project. It is also where the conceptualization of the project itself is done by the team. It is also where the team lays down the foundation of the project, identifying what are the project objectives, its scope, and its acceptance criteria. It is also in this phase that the project existence be justified to the stakeholders. So it is very important that you have to identify your stakeholders before starting any project. Phase 2 is planning and design. So in this phase, it is where the composition of the project team and assignment of each member. Now the project leader in this phase is work is very crucial because the leader should be able to identify the strength of each member so that the right job is given to the right member. Okay, so planning and design also involves work breakdown structure, the allocation and identification of the resources, and the project design creation. Phase 3 is development. In the development phase, this is where the actual coding is done. The applications are also integrated and database are created, translating the scope and agreement of the previous phases into working applications. So this is actually the hardcore part of the of any IT project, the actual coding. Now, for complex projects, application being developed can be broken down into smaller programs called modules. So here is an example of a card shuffler wherein if you notice in the graphics animation module, it is divided or broken down into 3 modules. We have the deck shuffler, the opponent AI module, and the user interface module. So meaning to say, um, for complex applications or complex coding of programs, you can break down those programs into smaller parts called modules. Phase 4 of the life cycle is testing. Now, it is very important that before deployment, the system must be tested. Okay. Now, codes are tested to make sure that they address the defined user requirements. So the team should always go back to what are the user requirements and that they are bug free. Mean to say, before deployment, see to it that it is 100% working and as much as possible, it is bug or error free. Now, after testing comes phase 5, which is deployment. So deployment is when the project is launched to the targeted users. So sometimes this phase also is when the migration of the system website into live servers and filling up of database with content are done. Okay. Usually also in the deployment, the team may provide a user training for the possible users of the system, and sometimes they create user manuals for reference. Phase 6 is maintenance. So after the project has been deployed, phase 6 is very important because phase 6 provides technical support for the users of the system. Sometimes when the system has been deployed, um, users may experience the occurrence of bugs. So it is where the fixing of these bugs are done, and then the final monitoring of the system is also done in this phase. Now, students sometimes are required to make a prototype of the IT project that they would like to do. This is usually is requested by the panel members or the teacher or the advisor, so that they will have a quick overview of what are the processes involved in the system. So that overview is what we call a prototype. Okay. So thank you for subscribing, and looking forward uh, that you are going to list down all your comments if you want me to do a particular topic, especially on research. Bye.